So today I'm gonna talk about how I'm a targeted individual, and I realized this year that I'm pretty much noticing things that normal people experience. I think people who are targeted individuals and label themselves as that is that they already know that somebody is stalking them and following them, and people will be like, if you have a phone, you're obviously being stalked. Just obviously the way it is, because people can definitely hack phones and your cameras or your laptops, and it's just very the way it is, and people who are evil and corrupted wants to know your data and get underneath all the privacy. But I think one reason why I resonate with being a targeted individual is that I noticed that when I was out in public at time, two times at different separate days. I'm pretty sure different times too. But somewhere around the afternoon or evening, I saw this car that was beside me when I was on the street. And I always take the bus, so I was at the bus stop, and I was just observing, and I saw this car. As always, the windows are down, and I didn't really take note of who or the gender of the people inside or something. But I noticed that, on that first day where I noticed the car, I was like, that's strange. And usually I don't really care about what's on the road, the cars, because obviously all I ever wait is for my bus. But then I don't know why I felt this strong feeling of I have to know that something's off. Each then I noticed the car, and I just know that the windows are rolled down, and I don't know which color of the car, but it's how it's when you can sense that your danger is there, like your sensing is off. And then I look towards the car, and I'm like, that's strange. And I was like, yeah. And then that other day, on a separate day, I thought I saw the same car along that, just about cars, and I was like, but that one car was it made me feel like this is off. And obviously I didn't really take much notice about that. After a while, I just wait for the car to pass, and then I wait for the bus. But it's weird. And I feel if it's true that someone that's is following me, I feel it's smart, because they know where I am and in what days I was out and stuff. But luckily for me, this never happened recently again. It never made me feel uncomfortable again, because I never saw that car, or I'm mostly at home. So yeah, I can't really understand that. But and people are cruel. I mean, if people were to target me and stuff, I am not really paranoid anymore. I could be, but nothing is gonna threaten me because I don't see that car. But that's the most prominent strange thing I've ever experienced. And then the other thing about a targeted individual is that they will have a lot of random aches all over their body, and I think it's what I have. But mind you, I used to have this condition where there was something wrong with my hormones, and that really contributes to my aches. But now it's I'm completely off everything that makes me have any aches or something, and I just feel it came back suddenly now recently. And I was but that is the normal thing about being a target individual. You just feel a lot of random aches all over your body, and it's it could be painful, but it's for me at least, it comes and goes. But it's the intensity of it will be super intense, or either just random. It is very random. It doesn't last throughout the day, which is super annoying, guys. But yeah, it's yeah, it's just really uncomfortable to with. And I just think that I got this link about target individuals. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's also done through electronics, but I think obviously I've heard microwaves can literally emit really harmful things, and that they aren't really good, and that can make someone I don't know if it's like psychotic or anxious or depressed more, but basically they all come together. I mean, that's how it is, because I do suffer from a lot of things, guys know, like delusions and hearing voices. But I'm pretty sure target individuals, it's basically that you you really don't think that microwaves are nice either. Like in general, I read somewhere it's not really a nice thing to have in a house, and some people don't even have it because like of the same like thinking. Like people are just more like scared about having it in the house. Apparently, I live with my parents and my siblings, so I don't have a choice but to have it. But I'm pretty sure in the future I wouldn't really want to have a microwave in my house. So yeah, and basically, well, for me, people would think like I'm psychotic or something. But the thing is, like, I can see things that aren't really there, and I know who is like literally targeting me and stuff. And I think like it's easier for me to know who's like following me around. But the thing is, nobody really has to like guts to kind of like physically like go after me. Like they more like harass me mentally, like me seeing them in front of me, or like I hear the voice. And honestly, all this is super true because like these people who are like evil, or like they just hate me, or they hate people. Like if you're like me, if you're a targeted individual and you just suddenly have this like strange evil like voices and like people in front of you, if it hasn't like me, or if you really see that, like like they just hate you, just dislike you for no apparent reason. If that's the reason, I don't think that there is a reason why they should go after you for a long period of time. Like I'm really done here because I've been like followed a lot, and I'm just really done because it's not human to like follow people around and to like harass them like this. So I'm not really sure why people think it's okay to mess with people, but I don't know. Maybe people shine so bright that people just hate on us, and I think targeted individuals are like that because why would they ever target us? It's not like we're not all that you know worthy of being like having our mental health deteriorating. So yeah, I don't understand why they do this, but I think importantly, I'm pretty sure when you listen to music, you also get like different feelings from music, different sensations from like singers or any genres, which like I'm pretty much like unaffected by them, but I'm pretty sure if it makes you feel worse, I think I guess you should just stop listening to artists or like that genre because I feel like music is something really powerful. But yeah, I'm just saying this because like I do have voices through music too, so it's a bit uncomfortable. So that's the thing about like if you're just like me, I think music makes everything either better if you like the singer and the songs, or like worse, or like you just hear voices through music. So yeah, basically, I mean, I have schizophrenia, but I feel like I'm like not only having that, and I don't really think schizophrenia is like a major thing. Like I think like obviously people like debate like schizophrenia, it's like a disorder, like personality disorder, which is true because I can have schizotypal disorder too, because I do have a few traits of it. And like I mean, schizophrenia and schizotypal disorder is like closely linked to each other, or like being like mentally harassed, which is true because I just think when I'm at home alone, and it's always like I would hear voices, and these voices would make me feel down, and they would like drag people that I closely like, and they would like use that person against me, which is like terrible because like mind you, for me at least, I can't really understand that that person doesn't really like dislike me just because like he's told me like he insult me, but like my brain just can't think like, oh, in real life you're not like that. Like, you know how when someone like insults you, you always know that that person's bad in a way that their vibes is not good, and like just stay away from them. But like for me, I'm like kind of like confused because I see this person, I hear his voice telling me. Then if I ever meet this person in life, thank God I don't really like know him. It's just like admire him from far. I would feel so confused. Like, why would you ever say that to me? At least for me, because I'm really like, I guess people say I'm sensitive, and it's true. But it's like, why would you ever do that? This thing I don't understand. And they would always mention like people I know, like my siblings or something, and they would like use that against me. Like they would just like taunt me, insult me, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like it's very very upsetting for me, and I don't know if like I'm cursed because of my family or something, but it always like emphasizes and like it emphasizes that that person I like is also gonna be like mean to me, or like, you know. So it's all a huge mess. I don't understand why we're being targeted like this. Also, regarding spiritual warfare, I'm pretty sure there's a battle going on for me, and I'm sure for you if you are a target individual, or if you hear voices or you hallucinate and see stuff. I'm pretty sure that we are all humans. If you have a personality disorder, if you have a mental health disorder, we're all humans. We're not less. We're not like another like highly ranked or lowly ranked. I just feel like in my life, everybody should be equal. That's how I feel. Like nobody's gonna think that they're more superior or anything, or like they're so up there. But clearly, I'm just telling you guys since I'm so like pissed off, mood is off. But I feel like these things that, you know, like the voices, what we see, are definitely up there. But obviously, you know, we're not alone in life. There's other people who are just like you, and I'm definitely standing with you. And I'm pretty sure like God is with you everywhere. The thing about us, I just don't understand. I feel like I'm really very angry about this because I definitely very traumatized. Like I sometimes be in my room and I feel something staring at me. It's not a person, but then after a while, it's like they tell me that it's not a person. It's just like, yeah. But spiritual warfare and spiritual battle are always included in this. I think demons always love to attack us, even like specifically, like we're more vulnerable to that. And I feel like demons are everywhere. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're here and like you are just targeted, you always know that there's other like things that will come into place, like demons, which is like what they work with. If someone is like evil, like in a way that they, for example, that person who like insults me, you know, or anyone that targets you, if they're like evil, if they're here when they're not physically here, it's just the way that how like the other realms like got with that person that targets you, which is not even like humanly. It's like they work with demons or they have this like power, since they're so like, maybe they're just really negatively absorbing the aura that they hate you so much that they dislike you, or they want to make your life a miserable experience. They just comes along with demons, or maybe they themselves are like possessed and have demons in them. Yeah, I think it's more like important to, if you're not like, be with them, like don't associate yourself with them if they continue harassing you. Because for me, I think I've been like this for years, and it's no really a surprise if like I wouldn't really like associate myself with them. So I think like it's important, like if you have a religion, you can ask your God for help, you know, depending on how strong they are, or depending on how like your luck is in life. I just think if they make your health miserable, there's always like help you can get, especially for physical health. Like that's the most painful thing you can ever experience. I mean, mental health is also really painful, but like physically, you don't want to like have a lot of aches or something. If that really is persistent, you can go and seek professional help from someone, so your body wouldn't be in too much pain. And I don't think it's a matter of luck. Like it is things that target us. Like if it's demons, if it's people, people are like obviously evil. Like if they ever come to like, you know, physically go to you, like you will be like so panicky and like your life is like at stake. So it's like really important to know that it's not just about luck. I think it's a really tricky thing here. So like stay safe, and also if they always like make you feel like the worst, just know that you are someone that can conquer anything. And if a God, just please pray. Also, if you don't have a God, just know that there's light inside of you, and these things around you can be so daunting and scary, but the thing is, what really keeps you going is just yourself. And in life, you just gotta keep going. Life is like hell. If you just keep going, then you will just know that there's definitely more to life than this, and more to life to yourself, because you're so worthy. And I think like, yeah, this should be stopped. So yeah, I think being like counteracting this by being more like uplifting yourself and not like listening to them all the time, or like and not entertaining them. Like I've been so down about myself, and I had a history of depression, and I still think I'm organically depressed. But like I just feel like I've been down so bad that I kind of lost myself, and sometimes I still do. But the thing about these forces is that if you ever had a negative thought out of a random like moment, because this is what they want, especially like witchcraft, like if someone like messes with you and like put some hex and curse on you, all they ever care about is negativity. Hex, curses, all about demons and all about witches. Some witches are nice, some witches are evil, and even people who weren't witches, they're bad because they weren't demons, because I don't know, they're just too emotionally volatile and jealous on like all the emotions that are messed up, and then they will always just like come after you, target you, because you are just something that threatens them. Think about like being, in a mindset where you're just living your life and suddenly a negative thought comes. Like I've had that, and I think demons are more like all around, so they like feed into it in my mindset all of a sudden. I just think it's too important to just ignore it, or like do something that makes you happy, like playing games on your phone or listening to music, because honestly it's not something that you really want to like dive into and lose yourself, like, oh yeah, that's me, but that's not really you. I mean, I still remind myself it's not always easy, but like that's the thing about these forces that people probably don't see, or people don't feel like targeted. But yeah, so I just feel like if you ever really know that someone's out there to get you and stuff, like obviously it's easy to lose yourself, or you can just like curse that person, like you in any way be angry at them, because they obviously ain't shit. After a while it's like, why is this going on? Like no person in their right mind would be like, I want to target this person. And when another person who isn't targeted feels alright, like we don't deserve to feel this way. So this video is just like an encouragement to you guys, and also like you're not alone. And I've been where you are. So